Oh, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and I really don't want to go in too hard on Miyamoto-san, Shigeru Miyamoto, the legendary one. He has done so many great things for Nintendo. He is a legend within the industry. He has won countless awards. He knows far more game development and with game development than I will ever know in my lifetime probably. So I'm not trying to sit here and make this video to bash him or anything like that. But after reading a couple stories lately from Shigeru Miyamoto as far as what he said, I'm not sure if he understands today's market. I'm not sure if he understands today's Nintendo fans. And I know he helps out with Eiji Aonuma on Zelda, and I know he helps out here and there with various other games that have had success. But when it comes to Mr. Miyamoto talking about certain things in games that he has 100% hands-on with, I'm just not sure if he understands or translates how his game is going to be more successful with today's market. There was an interview, I think with Game Informer, with Bill Trinen and Shigeru Miyamoto, and both of them were asked, well, what are your most underrated Wii U games? And Bill Trinen said Pikmin 3 was his most underrated game, which I guess is somewhat fair, but the game is rated, I think, at mid to high 80s on Metacritic, so who's exactly underrating the game? I know the game necessarily didn't sell up to Nintendo's expectations, considering it was one of the big Wii U games when there was really nothing to play. I don't really see where it's underrated. Many people see it as a very good game. The only knock on the game really is that its awesome multiplayer mode can only be played locally, which I'm going to get back to with Shigeru Miyamoto not understanding today's audience. Now let's get into what Shigeru Miyamoto had to say. As far as his most underrated game, he said that it was Star Fox Zero, and here was his exact quotes as far as what he said pertaining to Star Fox Zero. Quotations: I think personally Star Fox is a really fun game if you sit down and play it. I think, for example, an elementary school kid who plays it without any preconceived notions, I think it would be really fun for them. I think it's also really fun for siblings to play it together. See, this is the issue that I have when I say that Nintendo or Shigeru Miyamoto specifically doesn't understand today's market. Now, the thing about Star Fox is that it's a very old franchise. It's a very old franchise, okay? It started way long ago. So the chances of a kid today just picking it up out of nowhere and playing and say, hey, no preconceived notions, we're not going to go into with any internet influence or anything like that, hey, it's going to be a fun game. Things just don't work like that today. In order to get the kids to play your games today, it generally has to be popular with a parent or with the older kids, a big brother that has the money to buy the game, and then they let their kid experience that game. That's kind of how it works, and that's how it's going to work for The Legend of Zelda. You're going to get a lot of older adults buying that game and getting their kids into it, because if you grew up in the late 80s/90s, you're having kids at this point. You're having kids and they're getting old enough to play games. My daughter is 4 and she's getting old enough to play games, and I'm going to introduce her to these games that I liked growing up. But the problem when he says, oh, well, no preconceived notions, a kid just picks it up, I don't necessarily feel that's how it works today, Mr. Miyamoto, and you need to realize that you need to design your games for the adults to be able to play it and say, hey, check this out, my kid can play this too. And I think a lot of adults probably did that with Ratchet and Clank, which is why that game did so well on the PS4. A lot of adults picked it up and played it and said, hey, check this out, to their kids. Whereas Star Fox Zero, a lot of adults said, this is not what I want to play as far as Star Fox go, and didn't buy the game, so therefore the kids don't play the game. So I think Mr. Miyamoto needs to adjust his thought process when it comes to that. Now, another thing with Pikmin 3, did not have online multiplayer. In today's day, if you're going to have such a technical multiplayer such as Pikmin 3, no casual is going to pick that up and play it with somebody else in the house. They're going to want to play it online. They're going to want to play it with another friend that knows about that franchise. I'm just not sure if that was the right call to not have online multiplayer, to not take the extra time to put that in, and maybe that game would have been more successful. Once again, Shigeru Miyamoto is a legend. He is very good at what he does. He's going to have more success with Nintendo and the games that he looks over going forward in the future. I just think that Miyamoto needs to understand what the issues were with Star Fox Zero, why it didn't do as well, what he needs to do if he's ever going to make another one, and how he needs to fine-tune his games for adults today with online multiplayer, with normal controls and gimmicks and stuff on the side, so that can be introduced to the kids through the parents, so everyone can have fun playing the game. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. What do you feel about Shigeru Miyamoto's statements as far as Star Fox Zero being a very underrated game? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you feel that he has to adapt his games a little bit more for the modern age with online multiplayer and normal controls in addition to extra controls? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like it. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And also subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and everything on gaming. Check out the description below. Please follow us on Twitter and our Facebook page to get the latest news videos and updates. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you for the next video. Peace.